Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jerriden with TGN.TV, TGN SWTOR, whatever you want to call it, bringing you Kephess story mode. By far, probably the most difficult fight in Star Wars at the moment. A blast. This fight is actually quite a bit of fun. As you can see, there's 4 droids right in front of us. There's 3 around a big walker. Now, these 3 droids you have to kill. I mean, you don't have to kill them in any certain sequence, but you should. You should probably start with the furthest one, because the walker does a frontal cone attack in a specific sequence, starting from, as you're seeing it right now, it's starting on the right-hand side, going all the way over to the left-hand side. So we start on the left-hand droid, kill the middle droid, and then go to the right-hand droid, so that way we don't get hit with the initial raid damage. So we just avoid it, no big deal. Now, going on to the big part of the fight. So Kephess is in that walker up there. When you kill all those droids, that dude shows up. That dude is a bastard. He's got that explosive symbol above his head. You have to drop him very, very fast. I think it's like a 25 to 30 second window, and you have to kill him quickly. When you do, somebody in the raid will get that marker over their head, and that dude with the marker over their head has to run up underneath them and grappling hook like Luke in Empire. Just get up under the walker, plant the explosives, and get the hell out. At this point, this is the burn phase. This is when you should pop all of your cooldowns, all of your relics, pop adrenals, everything, and just like destroy the walker as quickly as possible. So once the walker is ready to come back up, these dudes spawn. And they're just simple Trandoshans. They have a shield generator. Now, what's interesting about the shield generator is that if you damage anybody except the warrior, the damage is going to be reflected. So please do not AoE, don't get crazy until the shield generator drops. Once the shield is gone, then you can AoE the crap out of them. Just blow them out of the water. Really easy sequence. This happens about 4 times. So this is the first wave over there in the corner. The next wave will spawn by that door. And then the next wave after that will spawn on the opposite end, over on the left-hand side of the droid, if I remember right. I'm kind of playing it by ear because I can't really remember how the pattern for their spawn is. But the whole time he's going to be, you know, the walker is going to be progressively going back and forth across the platform like this. So you need to be aware of that, where you're standing during this phase, especially because he continues to do it during this phase. The next phase, after you kill the Trandoshans, another bomber guy shows up, and you have to kill him, again, quickly. Jump up underneath the war walker and, you know, blow it up. Burn phase once again. After that burn phase, these 2 droids show up. It's I can't really recall the name of them. Also, that's an important tactic right there. If you have a Sage tank, make sure they pull them in, because their spawns are random. So if you can pull them in, please do that, because it makes it a lot easier. I think you get to see it with me. Also, when you run underneath it, you're going to be taking about 1,300 damage for a tank. So be aware of that, and it's even as you're going up underneath them, like, you're still going to be taking damage. So make sure whoever has the bomb is topped off or pops a defensive cooldown just to help mitigate the damage, because it's like 1,300 damage every, I believe, like 1.5 or 2 seconds. So here's the second burn phase, and these 2 droids spawn. And these 2 droids, look at that AoE field. Look at that thing. Like, hey, let me see if once I pan the camera back around, just so you can see, or when it spawns on this guy, you'll see it. It's huge. But either way, you have to stack up on him. Like, the furthest person out is going to get hit with a rail shot, and it hits pretty hard. So, you know, have the tank stand out and just have a healer, you know, casting heals on him. No big deal. It shouldn't be a problem. Now, during this part, the war droid, or the war walker, is going to be shooting on the outskirts of where the droids are. It's not going to be shooting in the middle, so that's a little bit of a reprieve. You're not going to be taking as much damage from that. So here, you know, we had killed the other one before the transition, so we had to just have the range blow that dude out of the water. We actually had really good DPS in this run. And we drop this guy, and then the next bombardier is gonna spawn. Or yeah, Kephess drops down. I'm sorry, Kephess drops down. You have to pick him. Either the main tank or the off tank has to pick him up, and then everybody else has to grab and take out the next bombardier, which is over there. Kephess will periodically jump into the air, and there's be that big reticle over there, and he'll drop on that, and it causes a lot of AoE damage. So whenever he jumps up in the air, tank, you know, jump over or run over whatever you got and just help DPS the bombardier for the last few seconds. There you go. This is the third transition phase, and at this point the war droid should drop. I can't give you exact numbers on the droid or Kephess because I can't really remember off the top of my head, and I can't see it in the preview window of Vegas. This is where he should drop, like he did. So there that is. And this is where the fight gets really interesting. So now it's just Kephess. And now Kephess, like I said before, he has that reticle on the ground where he leaps up and he'll drop on that red reticle. That's the easy part. You can just avoid that for days. Not a problem. The big problem with him is he hits like a truck. He hits for about 5 or 6K in full Rakata gear. So be wary of that. Be aware of your cooldowns, your relics, if you're a Jedi Knight, your Saber Ward, you know, anything you can use as a cooldown, you have to pay attention to for this sequence. And this isn't even the fun part. The fun part is when he reaches 50%. And when he reaches 50%, he gets this crazy buff, and I think it's Gift of the Masters is what it is. See that AoE? Get the hell out of it. You just get out of it. Now he's gonna be all dark sidey and stuff. What we did in this sequence, we just kited the crap out of him. Like once the tank that was kiting him initially gets Breath of the Masters, we switch tanks, and we just keep kiting him as best as we can. I just at this point I just decided to turn around and just run away from him because I was just taking way too much damage, just slowly walking away. And here we swap tanks now that I have Breath of the Masters. The biggest thing about this is to keep those purple reticles along the outside edge and just keep circling and circling until it tightens up. This is kind of, you know, a soft enrage, so be wary of it. Because you'll have your soft enrage, and then you'll have the hard enrage, because when he enrages really damn hard. I mean, look at him, he's a giant Trandoshan with 2 swords. I mean, come on, he's gonna just fuck your shit up. But either way, this fight went incredibly smooth for us. I think this was like the second time we've ever done this fight. Just because we've been practicing hard mode. Like we finished story mode once and just jumped right into hard mode, and this is the second time going in there, and this is what happens. You know, we get a very smooth, nobody died run. We're still working on hard mode, which I will be uploading a hard mode Toth and Zorn, which was really smooth as well, so hopefully you guys enjoy that one. And I do want to apologize. Actually, I want to rant a little bit and apologize about this last week. I didn't post up any PvP videos, and I know a lot of you guys wanted to see more PvE content, and that's what I did. I posted up some PvE content, but I feel like I should apologize for the people that do enjoy watching the PvP videos, that I didn't post anything up this week. So I'm gonna get back on that. No worries. Now I have my commandos up to like 30 or 32, so if you guys want to see some low B commando stuff, you can, I can record that and post that up too. But I think I'll stick to mostly the Shadow. I'm really enjoying the Shadow for PvP. Anywho, I'm coming up to the last few seconds of the video, so I would like to say thank you so much for all of the feedback that you guys have given me, positive and the negative. I appreciate it all. And I hope you guys take care and keep enjoying the videos, and leave me comments, leave me pointers, just let me know what you guys want. I'm here for you. So you guys take it easy and you stay classy, internet.